Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is just going to be a very quick Divine Masculine check-in. Four of Wands, union and victory on the split. I love it when that happens. Okay, so thank you, Divine Creator. What can we know about where the Divine Masculines are at in the Twin Flame journey? What are they thinking about this connection? What are they feeling on the heart space? What is their wish at this time for the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where are things going in the near future? Okay. And are we going to do a card for the Divine Feminines following along. What can we see for a conscious mind? Didn't we get this the other day? Wow. So 7 of Swords and 4 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Swords is self-interest and secrecy, sort of strategy, not really telling anybody, not even you, Divine Feminine, what they're doing to come out of the heartache that's happened in your connection. The 4 of Swords is the card right after the 3 of Swords, which is the third-party heartache, any kind of uncomfortable stuff that's happened. 4 of Swords in the reverse means they need to slow down. They know they need to take more time. They know they need to find more time for self. I'm hearing they ran from your connection when they ran from themselves. So they're starting to realize how they are trying to avoid certain things within them that they need to prioritize in their life in order to make sense of. All these swords on the conscious mind, it's all about thought process and belief systems, things that they have taken as gospel, that they know, they have an inkling that they need to upgrade those kind of concepts and beliefs, but they haven't taken the time to do it, is what I'm seeing here. They're getting ready for New Year's resolutions even, to commit to self and the healing path. So for Divine Feminines, what can we get for that? Life is a mystery. So you're not meant to really tune in too much to your DM right now. If this message resonates, DF, you're just meant to come into your own meditation. What you do for self, you do for others. So life is a mystery. Let go of the things that are beyond your control. Focus on the things that are within your realm of capacity. Really let your Divine Masculine go to this self-discipline that they need to install. They need to come into that on their own. You can't will them into doing it, and they shouldn't do it for someone like you. They need to come to that discipline by themselves. Okay, on the heart space, Queen of Swords in the reverse and 2 of Cups. So for many Divine Masculines, it's getting real within them. You are acting energetically as a catalyst. For some Divine Masculines, they know that you have every right to be very unhappy about this love not coming through before now. So what I'm getting here is they know now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they have pushed this love away, even though it is very real, and that you understand that as well. They know that you know that they know they didn't do anything about this love. They haven't let it unfold naturally. There's been resistance. And they know you have every right to be unkind to them about that. So for Divine Femmes, we get give with gratitude and grace. So when your Divine Masculine connects with you, approaches even energetically, give with gratitude and grace. You don't have to do the eye for an eye, Divine Feminine. Be the true, unconditionally loving person that your Divine Masculine knows. You don't have to commit or go forward in steps of the relationship, so to speak, but you can be a good person at Earth and just, demonstrate the light. Don't be this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Be that one extraordinary person that just loves your divine masculine no matter what. That's not being a pushover if you don't, you know, it's a pushover if you put up with poor behavior in so much as you just keep taking it and don't put any healthy boundaries. But if your divine masculine is coming forward and saying, you know what, I actually believe in the love. I haven't been at a place where I've been showing you that, but I definitely see how I should be. My heart is telling me I should. Open your heart, divine feminine, and believe that those kinds of things are not said if they aren't meant. And even in the moment, if they're not meant, they're not said. However, you don't have to put your expectations and attachment on some version of the future that you think is the fairy tale ending. When this happens, divine feminines, you can just hold space to hear your divine masculine out, and then pay attention to red flags. Ground into what is practical and realistic, what it would need to look like going forward from your side of it. But don't do it in a bitchy way. Do it in a ownership way, accountable way, that you just know what you're worth and you're totally game for going forward if it works for you. And your divine masculine needs to know what works for you, but you don't have to be all diva about it, okay? So drop that aspect. If any of the divine divine feminines are out there still in that energy, drop into your heart, drop into compassion. Okay, what are the divine masculines wishing? To have spiritual conversations with you. This could be telepathic, but it could be a meetup in person. They are definitely, the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands is a very energetic conversation, very mature, sincere, but spiritually focused, and it feels divinely directed. So divine masculines want to get to the bottom of this weird connection I just heard. Okay, divine femmes, see the big picture. Yeah, exactly. So when you're going into that space of compassion for your DM, look at the big picture. Look at the love. Don't look at linear cause and effect, how you feel you've been scorned. You obviously love this person profoundly, or you would not be watching this video for them. See the big picture. Learn from all of it. That's the good, the bad, the ugly. Be aware of it. Understand what doesn't work for you. Appreciate the things that deeply do work for you. You love this person for a reason. And again, I'm not talking to people who have been in abusive situations where they're feeling very controlled and taken advantage of. And I'm hearing pimp hand. If you've felt anything like your DM or this person you think is your DM is just a manipulator, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about DMs that have said for their own personal reasons they can't be in connection, for instance, and have run. This isn't for DMs that have been brutal and keep being ignorant. That's not divine masculine energy. Okay, actions here. King of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So DMs are starting to really get emotional about what is long-term abundance and what isn't. So they're tapping in, they're looking at their lives right now, and this is another edge of where you fit in or haven't in the past. When they run from their true long-term, I'm hearing wholesome and grounded ideas of what success are for the distance in their life, they feel your energy. Possibly not you directly in this thought, but they know that your energy does complement this if they were to connect it. They're just mostly feeling into all the things that aren't going to plan, that they thought they were after, they thought they were manifesting, they thought they were organizing in their life that haven't panned out. They're getting emotional about it. The crunch is on, the squeeze. They're starting to feel like they better course correct or they're going to lose money, time, resources, more years of their life. They're starting to ask themselves, what were they expecting? What do they want? Can they get that feeling somewhere else? For divine femmes, act as if. So divine feminines, continue growing your dreams, your ambitions, your mission, as if you're already in union with your ideal counterpart. So just, align your mind, not trick your mind, but align your mind into wholeness, into your heart's knowing, so that you can go about your life without distracted thoughts about this person that's not showing up, blah, blah, blah. You can do it. It is possible. That is mastery in a sense regarding relationships. So act as if you already have. You're already living in that energy. You're already with that person. Pay attention to where you think that person has something to offer you that would make you successful, divine feminines. I'm really take the mystique out of why you think that person would be beneficial. If you think it's that they're going to bring money to the table or status to the table or be able to do things for you, all of that, take care of yourself and act as if all those needs are already met. And if they're not, figure out how to meet them in yourself, divine feminine, because you are capable. If you watch my videos, you are an extraordinary being who can continue to do this on your own, so you won't have to feel dependent on someone. Okay. Biggest challenge for the DMs, making the small decisions in everyday life that are of the highest, King of Swords, the highest impeccable order. So this is legal and accounting, so finances and contracts and things like that, changing out of it. DMs are seeing how their previous assessment of what long-term abundance and things that they had committed and connected to were not panning out. So now they do know the biggest challenge is making the adjustments in their everyday life, making those cuts, making those decisions that change their life to their ideal life. What is the spirit guided advice? Setting healthy boundaries. Voice of light, the hermit. So DMs, go into hermit mode and meditate with this distinct objective of understanding what the energetic boundaries are that you need to create or be aware of in your own soul, in your own self, so that you can come at these decisions with the appropriate energetic awareness. So you know truly what, frequency the people are on that you were trying to collaborate with or trying to partner with, so that you can see the reasons why each of you were in it. As soon as you see why both parties are in something, you understand the motives and you can discern the frequency of the hearts and why there was a pull together. Just because you want the same end goal doesn't mean you're compatible. One person can be rhyming and stealing, and the other person can have a very altruistic idea of what that collaboration would be used for. So divine masculines, you're stunning beings with good hearts, and you may not have had the same alignment with those that you were trying to connect with in some of these contracts. So really look at it as energetic. It's far more potent than we know when we are aligned with those who have the same frequency of heart versus people who have different agendas than we do. So go into hermit mode and look at your destined path, look at the highest timelines, look at your truth, get into that and see where you can adjust course. For the feminines watching that, take a leap of faith. So divine feminines, take a leap of faith and make major decisions right now as well. If your divine masculine is making major decisions, you are also being asked to do the things that are in your highest and best interest. So divine feminines, take this, making the cuts, getting out of things that aren't in alignment on the soul level, get out of those things yourself and take a leap of faith. If there are things that are presenting to you that are aligned on the soul level, take that leap of faith, because it can only bring good things into your existence. Where is this going on the divine masculines? Princess of Wands, spirituality. Princess of the Shining Flame, and Son of Pentacles. So divine masculines are opening their minds and becoming more spiritual within. So there is a little bit of an adjustment between mind and heart here. The heart is grounding the spirituality, a little bit more openness coming in to follow the energetic ideals, and opening the mind to what has been clung to in the old assessments of success and long-term abundance. We're shifting over to it being that little bit more practical, little bit more grounded, more realistic in an energetic, pure sense. This is the perfection templates coming in. Okay, an energy card, hydrogen atom, consciousness, beginning, and faith. I'm getting the message that we're really getting to 0 point where the divine masculines, you know, I've been channeling for weeks now. Everybody who watches me has heard that there is this motion of the divine masculines becoming more spiritually grounded. Their common sense is being augmented by spiritual aha moments and practical solutions. That is spirituality. When we take the mundane and it becomes effortless, easy, we flow in it, we see the path of least resistance through, we see what love would do, and we just nail it. We're in flow. That's what we're coming into as a way of life. That's the kind of 0 point where both are aligning, and then there can be collaboration. So it's coming down to it, twins. Let's see, I'm being called to get one more card. What shall it be? Okay, I keep looking at this one. Yeah, so Earth Warriors. What can we get? One last card. We get the Beautiful Place. It's card 26. Your dreams of a more beautiful world are not a product of childish fantasy or idle imagination. They are true spiritual visions inspired by the universal heart that yearns for divine paradise to be manifested in all worlds. You have a life purpose to assist in the creation of divine harmony in the world. Through sacred activism and the expression of your soul's talents, believe that the beautiful world you long for is not only possible, but part of your spiritual responsibility to create. Yeah, lots of messages in this reading today, divine masculines and feminines, to go forward in your ideal, knowing regardless of where your counterpart seems to be at right now. I know divine intel tells me that's the quickest way to union. Repeatedly, when people really step into their gifts, talents, purpose, mission, it just brings you into alignment with your twin. So keep going and growing, everybody. Bye for now.